Welcome into CHGO Bets Daily. I'm Cody. Follow me on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Normally, Sean is hosting this show. He is on vacation, and no one told me. But hey, we're still doing the show anyway. Credit to me. So, let's talk about...
I'm here too, don't worry. I'm here.
Yeah, Sarah's here. Shout out to Sarah, our producer. I'm sitting here in Studio A, like the one shot, and I'm glad it's just like a one shot solely focused on me because I'm sitting here and like all this White Sox gear is in front of me, and not that I have anything against it, but it would be weird considering how people know me. So anyway, enough of that. Hit the like button, subscribe. We do like sports betting here at CHGO, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. I am far and away the most degenerate person here. Jim's in the chat, who also is sitting across the room, says, Sarah, you got any good bets lined up for tonight?
I don't even know what's going on tonight.
Thursday Night Football. That's what's going on
Thursday
tonight.
Night. Well, I will say, yeah, I'm not a big betting person. Everyone knows this.
We know.
But I want the Cowboys to win. We'll do that.
Okay. Cowboys money line. We can do a me and you parlay if you want.
Yeah, I'll do a parlay.
So we're gonna do Cowboys money line, which makes sense. They're 9-point favorites against the Seattle Seahawks tonight on Thursday Night Football.
Hey, I saw they were a 3% chance into a 1 seed.
Yes.
So I'm feeling it.
All right. So Cowboys money line at -455 right now. We'll add more to that. Maybe Sarah will agree with some of these bets I'm about to give you. So I tweeted out earlier today, actually, because, I like to get them out there early for all y'all. Let's just start with the game itself. Everyone knows, if you've been following me on Twitter when it comes to sports betting, everyone knows I do this every primetime game. The under. Seahawks, Cowboys, under 47.5. You know why? Because it's death, taxes, and primetime unders. The under is hitting in almost every primetime game this year. I mean, I swear it went under in like 7 or 8 straight games before before the 49ers and Seahawks went under on Thanksgiving night, or went over on Thanksgiving night. But yeah, I'm going to take the under at Seahawks, Cowboys tonight. And the large reason, mainly outside of the fact that it's a massive trend, is I don't know what to expect out of the Seahawks. They're 9-point dogs. The Cowboys defense, it ranks in the top 5 in almost every category. The Seahawks offense ranks in the bottom 10 in almost every offensive category. But it's prime time. Sometimes things get chaotic, so I'm also kind of interested in Seahawks +9. It's not my favorite play. It's kind of disgusting, but I do like underdogs on prime time, so I am going to take the Seahawks +9. But 47.5 seems like a lot for a primetime game, considering how a lot of the primetime games have gone this year. So that, as far as the game itself, the under and Seahawks +9. Now, maybe we can add these to our parlay, Sarah. Here, I have 4 prop bets. All right, and I'm going to I already parlayed them myself, actually. Dak Prescott over 24.5 completions. All right. And why, you might ask, why am I taking Dak over 24.5 completions, Sarah?
Why?
Thank you. Thank you for actually asking why. Because in 2023, he has gone over this number 7 times out of the last 10 games.
Oh, wow.
I believe. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7 out of 11 games. Wow. 7 out of 11 games. He has gone over this total on completions in 2023. Again, the Cowboys, they have a pretty good offense, right? But the Seahawks have a pretty bad defense, bottom 10 in almost every defensive category. The Cowboys' offense ranks 5th in passing yards. So I feel like the Cowboys are going to come out throwing the ball tonight like they normally do anyway. So we're riding Dak Prescott over 24.5 completions. I got it at -125 at our friends on DraftKings Sportsbook. Next prop bet, Geno Smith under 34.5 passing attempts. Sarah, are you curious to why I'm taking this bet?
Yes.
You sound so excited about it, Sarah. Let me tell you why, all right? The under on the passing attempts for Geno Smith, I was looking at it today, is very interesting, right? If I can find the prop on this website that I use Outlier, by the way. Outlier is a great sports betting app that helps you learn trends and stuff like that. I have said this before on the show. But anyway, Geno Smith has gone under on passing attempts at this total, 34.5. He's gone under it in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 11 games that he has played in this year. Now, it could be a little risky just because you envision the Seahawks being down in this game because they are 9-point dogs. But the Seahawks also are terrible. When I mean by terrible, one of the worst in the league. They are one of the worst teams in football on third down. They rank 29th in third down conversion percentage.
The first time I watched them was on the Thanksgiving game, and I've never watched their games all the way through this year. They're horrible.
They did not look good last week against the 49ers, and the Cowboys are really good too. But the reason that I don't think that he could go over is because I'm not sure if the Seahawks will be able to have any long drives. I feel like if they're going to cover the 9-point spread, they're going to control the clock and they're going to run the ball because the Cowboys' run defense is probably their biggest flaw of their entire defense, ranks 13th in football. But their pass defense, they allow the second least passing yards in all of the NFL. They rank second in first downs allowed, and they rank second in third down conversion percentage. All right? So their defense isn't spending a lot of time on the field. On top of it, they have one of the best pass rushers in the league in Micah Parsons, and they're third in football in sacks. So the only way that this goes over is if the Seahawks just completely abandon the run, which they could. They absolutely could, considering the Cowboys could blow this game out. But I just don't know if the Seahawks are going to be on the field long. I don't even know if they'll be able to keep up in time of possession. All right? So that's why I'm going with Geno Smith under 34.5 passing attempts. Minus 125 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Next prop, Tony Pollard over 63.5 yards rushing. All right. I just kind of talked about the Seahawks and how they're bottom 10 in almost every defensive category. Against the run, they are, I believe, 21st. They're 21st in football in most rushing yards allowed. They allow 117 rushing yards per game. Tony Pollard, 63.5, minus 125 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Feels like a steal because I do think the Cowboys are going to come out and try and run the ball. So I like that. And then I had to pick something from the Seahawks. I do this for every primetime guy. I have to have something outside of Geno Smith, of course. Zach Charbonnet, and I watched a lot of UCLA games. I like this kid a lot. Over 3.5 receptions. Now, ever since Walker got hurt for the Seahawks a handful of weeks ago, Charbonnet has been the lead back for the Seahawks, and he's gone over this 3.5 receptions in each of the last 3 games. You can get at plus 110. That's probably my value play of the night is Zach Charbonnet over 3.5 receptions. So, if you don't like the Seahawks plus 9, which I don't necessarily really love it, but I'm going to play it anyway because I'm a degenerate. If you want to take Cowboys money line and parlay it with any of these 4 props, more power to you. But I am parlaying 3 of these. I'm going to parlay Smith passing attempts under 34.5, Dak Prescott over 24.5 passing completions, and Tony Pollard over 63.5 rushing. I'm parlaying those 3.
Oh, wow.
And instead of the Zach Charbonnet receptions, I'm throwing in Geno Smith to throw an interception. It's at minus 150. You take a single. I didn't want to take a single because minus 150 is not good. It's not good value, right? But if you throw in this parlay, it comes out to plus 950. And on DraftKings Sportsbook tonight, they have a parlay insurance promo up to $25. $25, and if this 4-leg parlay hits,
that's a lot of money.
You can win $262.
What?
All right. So that is what I am riding tonight on Thursday Night Football for yet another disgusting primetime game. Hopefully it's more entertaining than we all hope. Are you riding with me, Sarah?
Yes.
Good. Great. She's in. She's all in.
I'm
Hell yeah.
in.
All right. That's all I have. This is what I'm betting tonight. Sean, I hope you're enjoying vacation. I hope you're really enjoying it. It was not fun doing the show without you, so hopefully you're back next week.
We do miss you, Sean.
Win more bets. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at CHGO_bets. Follow me on Twitter at Cody_CHGO, Sean_W_Anderson. And we got college football this weekend. We have more college basketball this weekend. Of course, the NFL slate. There are so many things to bet on, so make sure you're following us on social media and for all our picks, because obviously we're going to be betting every single game. That's what I do. I wake up, I roll over, open up.
We do.
It's what we do.
Yeah.
I wake up, I roll over, and I open up every sports betting app and start shopping around. It's what I do. All right. So, yeah, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
We all silly like the mayor.